another Madden rebuild, and this time we are doing the Denver Broncos. Let's see what the team's looking like. The offensive is 77 just the magic number for offensive line, apparently. We definitely need a center. No offense, looking good. I'm gonna move him up to second tight end. I also turned injuries and already injured off to give it like the true like franchise like dream scenario. We have Cortland Sutton, who has superstar development. We have Jerry Jeudy with hidden development. Drew Lock with star. Philip Lindsay with star. Melvin Gordon. We don't need Gordon and Lindsay, so one of them is probably going to get dealt. Lindsay's 26. Melvin Gordon's 27. Defensive line is not looking great by any means. We definitely need a D tackle. This team's very old. We have Justin Simmons and Kareem Jackson, AJ Boye, Bryce Callahan. We have this young man who's a rookie, but he's balling out of his mind apparently. Special teams. We have 2 stars. Sam Martin, the punter, and McManus. 29 years old. Specialists are looking good. Third down back, Melvin Gordon. Power back, Melvin. Alright, let's make some deals here. I don't see us being super competitive in our first year. What, my man, you are a 29 overall in Madden. You are by far the lowest overall. I'm not trying to edit him, I'm trying to release him. So we're gonna have to lock Justin Simmons up long term. We might as well commit because Philip Lindsay is gonna want money that we are not going to give him. He is not in our long-term plans by any means. Does anybody want a halfback? Do the Bills have anybody I want? They're not gonna give me Ed Oliver. I wish. They might. I don't know. No. So we need a center too. That's more likely to happen. Who else am I trying to deal here? Honestly, Kareem Jackson's old too. Why isn't it letting me add him in? Honestly, I'll give Willis a new contract, but first year's always tough. Honestly, if I could get Sue and move him out to nose. Because there's our nose tackle for a year. I'm not trying to do a complete rebuild, I am trying to be semi-competitive. I feel like a second would get it done. I'm not giving up that much collateral for Sue. Philip Lindsay in our 4th round pick for the Buccaneers 1st round. I want to keep Von Miller. Justin Simmons is priority number 1. Tim Patrick. I don't necessarily know if I want to bring him back. This team's just... I mean, I'll leave... But then again, like I don't know what I want to do. Like, I feel like getting rid of Tim Patrick and building capital because we're not projected to be very good this year. What do you trade? Gerald McCoy. It's doing that thing where I can't add anybody. Why can I not select my picks? Yeah, at its finest. Bull poop. Go right down to the Jets. Tim Patrick and our 5th this year for one of the Jets first next year. Probably from the Seahawks. Jeremiah added you for the Cardinals' 3rd round pick next year. I think that's everybody I want to deal right now. I do want to get rid of Kareem Jackson too, I lied. So Kareem Jackson and our 3rd round this year for the Jaguars 1st and 5th next year. Let's see if there's anyone in free agency. You know what, Tony Jefferson? You're gonna get a deal. What is cap normal development? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do for the beginning of the season. We're gonna sim to the mid-season, but stop at like week 3 to upload the draft class. We are 1 and 2. We're downloading Bengals draft class. We're gonna turn Auto Scout on. Justin Simmons, right? I get. Okay, so we have Justin Simmons locked up. Shelby Harris is in a contract here and wants $9 million a year, and Alexander Johnson wants money too. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, I'm in no way going to win the division this year, so it's not like it's super pressing that I do well. Okay, so Shelby Harris for the Bears' second round pick this year. I'm willing to keep around Alexander Johnson. I'm good with giving him a 3-year. Whatever. If we don't re-sign him, we'll just trade him. Franchise tag and trade him. Is there anyone at right end I can pick up? What about D-tackle? I'd rather the rookie get playing time. Or Draymond Jones. One of the two. Alright, yo. I'm just gonna sim through till the end of the year. It took a lot more time than I would have liked. You know, for how much money EA makes, you think they would make it in franchise mode that you could sim, like, to the trade deadline and, like, stuff like that. Not sim the midseason and sim the playoffs. We finished 6-10 in a three-way tie for second place in our division. How we looking stats-wise? Drew Lock, absolutely atrocious. Melvin Gordon, not much better. Royce Freeman, not much better. Receiving, Cortland Sutton, Deshaun Hamilton had 8 touchdowns. Jerry Jeudy had 2. No, Fant did alright. Defensively, how do we do? Alexander Johnson with a monster year. Tackles for loss, Jarrell Casey, Mike Purcell. Von Miller with 11.5, Jarrell Casey with 7, Bradley Chubb with 4, Alexander Johnson with 3. So we were getting pressure. Justin Simmons with 3 picks, Tony Jefferson with 2. I'm gonna butcher his last name, but he had 2. Bradley Chubb. We had a lot of picks. So overall, not as terrible as it could have been. We're gonna sim to the off season and get right after it. Plans to negotiate. This is all you're getting. Okay. Well, I'm franchising you. I have to deal with him too. Okay, you go play for another team. Would I bring back Tony Jefferson? I mean, why not? Nope. Okay. So we need a lot coming into free agency. First move is to deal Alexander Johnson. We're looking at teams who have a left tackle. No, they're not trading him. Yeah, it's not looking good. Alexander Johnson, a 6th and a 7th for the Bears' first round pick this year. Clears up cap. I'd like to get Keanu Neal. He's relatively cheap. Trying to have him locked up for at least 2. I'm not paying $9 million for. Yeah, that's tough. We got Pouncey, Hankins, and Keanu Neal. Let's see if there's anyone we can snag relatively cheap. Yeah, we are offering him the bare minimum contract. Who's 5th year's coming up? I'll pick up Chubb's 5th year. Gerald McCoy rejected.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
I'm not trading anyway, so.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Might take the O-lineman. Creed. Should be able to trade back somewhat. Honestly, I'm just gonna take him. Might be a little bit overreach, but you never know. Get your guy.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Rank number 7, we got him at 11.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on
Alex
the clock.
Leatherwood, ranked 11, we got him at 23.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Take the speed rusher.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
Hit him development ranked at 30, we got him at 30.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
If there's a quarterback there, we might be in play for a QB. Zach Wilson or Trey Lance. I mean, Wilson had the better combine. We'll take him.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Normal development, ranked 18th, and we got him at 43.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
He's a late second. I want another right end or D tackle. 5th, so yeah, nobody. Garbage. I'll even take a left end. No left end scouted. Whatever, I'll take him.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Hidden development, rank 53. We got him at 55. Advance to next user pick. Overall, we addressed a lot of needs, so that's not a bad thing. We got a lot of core pieces that are locked up under rookie deals.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Whatever, I'll take you.
The Buccaneers are now on the clock.
Rank 217, we got him at 221. Next year, we have a lot of draft capital too, so if we don't pop off this year, it's going to be next year. Okay, we're going to week 1. We're going to see what the team's looking like. Drew Lock or Zach Wilson? That is the question. What were Drew Lock's stats last year? Yeah, not good. Think I'm gonna roll with the rookie. Line's looking better. Have Creed play over Pouncey. is this game doing? I don't know, I think it might be time to deal Vaughn. I'm moving this dude to the end. Make him right end. I want him to start. We're gonna need a corner. Offense. We gotta try to wait. Vaughn. I don't even want to give him into the NFC. I don't want him to stay in the AFC if we're giving him away. The Jets will do though. So Vaughn a 5th and a 6th for the Bengals first. We're gonna start the rookie. Long term. That's what I have to keep telling myself. We'll see how the rookie does this year at QB too. We're just gonna send him to the playoffs. It's gonna be a long sim. How'd we do? 6 and 10 again. Oh, the rookie lighting it up. Overall, I'm glad we started him. Obviously, we expected some sort of downfall after trading away Vaughn. Deshaun Hamilton's out here reviving his career. Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. I mean, not bad. Rookie's giving up sacks. Hankins with 13 tackles for loss. AJ Boye with 7 interceptions. That's amazing. Alright, let's see the yearly awards. Nobody for MVP, AFC, Offensive Player of the Year. Zach Wilson, Defensive Player of the Year. Nobody. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Zach Wilson. You'll love to see it. Hopefully that's good enough for a development up. Two of our guys finished in the top 10 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Alright, this draft, AJ Boye got Defensive Back of the Year. Alright, we're gonna sim to the off season. Alright, let's negotiate some contracts, yeah. Cortland Sutton, AJ Boye, Melvin Gordon. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, so I want to lock Cortland Sutton up long term. AJ Boye. We're gonna franchise him and trade him. Melvin Gordon, I'm not bringing you back. Bryce Callahan, I need to bring one of them back. Okay, you test out free agency. I don't need to bring Deshaun Hamilton back. Alright, let's look at the team and see what we need. Zach Wilson's up to star. We need a halfback. Jerry Jeudy's at superstar. I'm cool with Hamler being the third. Let's trade away Locke. Bears need a QB. Honestly, I need a running back though. I would do Drew Lock for Montgomery straight up. He's just sitting on the bench anyway. Terrell Casey's getting old. We need to trade away Boye. Cardinals, how you doing? Their team is young, relatively young. Devondre Campbell's gonna regress. Give me a second for Boye. Okay, so Boye 7th and a 5th for the Cardinals 2nd. So we need corner, we need middle linebacker, and we're gonna need the ends. Alright, sign free agents. Can we swing? We got Fred Warner and Jair Alexander, which is monumental for the defense. That addresses two of our biggest needs. We still need another corner, but we have both of them locked up for years now. Our defense is looking good, like we're ready to ball. The offense is coming together. There's no one else I'll skim over again, but there's no one, I don't have cap for anybody else. So we're just gonna go to the draft and make some picks. How do we get the first overall pick? Yeah, we're gonna trade out of first.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here. The Broncos are now on the clock.
He's who I want. No, not him. Where is the D tackle is who I want. And we we can always use more offensive line. I think this is a spot we trade back to.
How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
You know what? We're gonna get this guy. We reached for him, but whatever. I mean,
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
I would like middle linebacker here. Corner. Take
The
that.
Browns are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
I'm trying to lock a bunch of guys up on rookie contracts. Don't need a speed rusher. Yeah, this is tough. I'm going for best available. Hidden development. He's gonna make the transition to outside backer.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Last pick for a while. Honestly, we're taking the corner.
The
We're gonna
Eagles
reach
are
on
now
him,
on the
but
clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
we don't need him yet. Power rusher.
The Eagles are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
We have no remaining picks after this. Gotta make this one count. I like it. It's valued out in the 4th round. Okay, be right back, y'all. Alright, y'all. Draft recap. Assign these players their positions. Run stopper. Gonna have you at right end. We're gonna have you at left end. Corners staying the same. Speed rusher. Alright, y'all. Line's not looking terrible. I would rather Humphrey start over Pouncey though. Honestly, I'm gonna start. This is year 3. Bring one more running back in here before the season starts. If we have the cap. Is there anyone I'm getting rid of? Probably not. Yeah, we're not gonna do any preseason stuff. Just gonna send to the playoffs and hope we make it. Hopefully we make a push here. We made playoffs at 9-7. Obviously the Chiefs won the division, but we made it. See what the stats for the year are looking like. Zach Wilson, 19th in passing yards and 7th in passing touchdowns. Honestly, a solid season. Rushing, Montgomery did alright. Naheem Hines did alright. Receiving, Cortland Sutton did good. Noah Fant had a good season. KJ Hamler did good. And Jerry Jeudy didn't do bad. Defensively, Fred Warner with a Defensive Player of the Year type season. Roach led the team with 5 sacks. Bradley Chubb with 4.5. Fred Warner with 4. Christian Slate with 3.5. Jarrell Casey with 3.5. Not bad. Not a bad season. Interceptions. Fred Warner with 3. Jair Alexander with 3. Christian Slate with 2. Keanu Neal with 2. Wow. What a season. Let's see if we won any awards. We had the 19th offense and the 31st defense. MVP. Zach Wilson was 6th in MVP voting. 5th in Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. We got Fred Warner, Offensive Rookie of the Year. No one on here, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Wow. Christian Slate got beat out. We have 4 guys in Defensive Rookie of the Year voting. Best QB, Zach Wilson finishes 4th. David Montgomery, 10th best running back. Alright, y'all. See if we can beat the Steelers. We lost 24-21. Zach Wilson up to an 82. Montgomery up to an 85. Offensive line is looking good defensively. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we gotta start him. We can let Hankins walk. Not bad season, y'all. Glad we drafted the way we did. So we missed playoffs our first 2 years, and then we made playoffs this year. Let's see, ready to negotiate. Bradley Chubb. You are in my long-term plans. Okay, well you're getting franchise tagged. Noah Fant is back. David Montgomery is back. Dalton Reisner is back. Milan Hankins and Casey walk. Juwan James. Yeah, we can get a right tackle. Pouncey's walking. Yeah, I'm cool with letting everybody else walk. Naheem Hines is cheap, so we might as well get him. All in all, solid year. I mean, we'll worry about. Okay, so what do we need going into free agency? The offense is looking solid. We're gonna need a right tackle. Maybe. Probably should get one. We have a quarterback playing on a rookie deal. You know what? We're going all in. Next 2 seasons, it's Super Bowl or bust. I need Nick Chubb. Let's go. We're spending money. Spend some coach XP too. Player progression. We're just gonna sim to the draft.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Amazing. Yeah, we're trading back here. There's no one we need first overall.
Well, wait, looks like both war rooms are feverishly back on the phones. I think that means a trade is coming.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
I want the middle linebacker.
The Chargers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
We need a tackle. Truly need one. Right end, we... It's not the year for right tackles, apparently. Not the years for tackles in general. Get him later. We don't need a halfback. Best available, I guess.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Bradley Straits.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Could probably use another corner.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Ranked 9th, we got him at 21.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Grab this guy too.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Andrew Blake.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
We're reaching on
The
him,
Chargers are now on the clock.
but dang.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
We're taking best available. The entire draft. This team's good enough to get it done. He's a mid-first. I do not need a halfback though. Like I cannot get myself to take a halfback.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Rank 6, we got him at 53.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
We're just out here taking talent. I mean, we don't need another D-tackle though. But, I mean, he is best available.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
71, ranked 29, we got him at 85. There's no one else I really want, so we're gonna make some trades here. For a third round next year, yep,
both
I'll
teams
take
filling
that.
out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
There's no one else I will want.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade.
The Broncos are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
Yeah, there's no one I want here. We're just going to trade away and build capital for next year. A fourth would be ideal, but we'll take Miami's fifth.
Hold on
It's as
now.
good as a
This
fourth.
pick is trading teams.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Give me a 6 from there.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here.
Okay, advance to the end of draft. This year's the year. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. I mean, overall, our team looks super good. I ain't even worried about getting rid of whoever. We have a chance this year. We do have a chance. I'm keeping everybody. I am keeping everybody. We're making a push. We're simming all the way to playoffs. Damn, what happened? The rest of our division popped off. Damn. Dang it. How we do stats wise? Zach Wilson, okay year. Nick Chubb had 17 touchdowns. That's amazing. No Fant led in receiving yards. Defensively, Fred Warner led in tackles. Tackles for loss. Dominic Clayton had 10 sacks. Charlie Slate had 8.5. Chubb had 8. Interceptions. Keanu Neal had 4. I'm not even concerned with the awards because we weren't in playoffs. How are we looking development wise? Alright, last year. I want Judy more than I want Chubb. Okay, you test out free agency. Bradley Chubb, you gonna stay with us or what? Yeah, we really don't even need anybody in free agency. We're just going right to the draft.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
We need O-line. Good wide receivers. We do need a slot guy.
The Jets are now on the clock.
Ranked 18th. We got him at 18.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
I don't need any of them.
The Colts are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock.
Alright. There's no talent in this year's draft. I need a right guard. They need a right guard too. We got Zach Martin, right guard. Is there anyone else we can get rid of? I mean, Harvey Coleman. Going for a right tackle. Looking for someone older who I might be able to get for a steal, since it is our last year. Putting all the chips in the basket. Give you Naheem Hines too. Harvey Coleman and Naheem Hines for Lane Johnson. Alright, make our selection. We're going whoever's the first round talent. Corner, sweet.
The Jets are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock.
Ranked 26, we got him at 82.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
First round talent. None left, so we're gonna take a second rounder.
The Seahawks are now on the clock.
The overalls are that low already. I'm just gonna advance to the end of the draft. No reason in prolonging the inevitable. It's gonna be franchise over after this season. The offense looks absolutely insane. The defense looks just as insane. See how it goes. I just want to make sure. Okay. See y'all in the playoffs. Hopefully we make it. I'm optimistic about our chances. Our team's so good. Granted, we have Herbert in the division now and Mahomes, but I think we get it done. I do. We made the playoffs at 9-7. The offense is up to a 95 overall. Outstanding. Outstanding, y'all. Even the defense isn't bad. How do we do stats-wise? Second offensively. 11th defensively. Yearly awards. AFC. Zach Wilson finished 4th. Nick Chubb finished 6th. Defensive player of the year. Nobody. Offensive rookie of the year. Freddie Gibson. Our slot man. Emmett Moses is up there. And Emmett Mims is up there. Defensive rookie of the year. We got nobody. Best QB. Zach Wilson finished 2nd. Best running back. Nick Chubb. Best wide receiver. Jerry Jeudy finished 6th. Best O-line. Zach Martin won that. Best defensive lineman. We had nobody. Best linebacker. Nobody. And best defensive back. Jameer Brewer. Not bad. Let's sim this and see if we get bounced or not. We shall see. I don't even know who the Steelers quarterback is in this is still. There's no reason we shouldn't win. Absolutely no reason.
Tonight.
There we go. There we go. Up 27-3. Blew them out of the water. 44-23. Zach Wilson played lights out. Nick Chubb had a solid game. Noah Fant just balling. Jerry Jeudy balling too. Defensively, how we do? Fred Warner and Andrew Blake and Jair Alexander with interceptions, tackles for losses. Justin Simmons, sacks, Nick Fernandez. Good stuff. Good stuff. We have the Jets this week. Key moments. I don't know what the Jets team looks like, but there's no reason we shouldn't be able to beat them. Absolutely no reason.
day. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey.
Down 3-0. Down 10-0. 7-10. 14-13. 21-13. 21-16. 28-16. 35-16. 35-23. Another blowout loss.
We say so long, everybody, and thanks for watching.
Zach Wilson just playing lights out minus the 2 interceptions. Nick Chubb saved us that game. Jerry Jeudy, another solid performance. Awesome, we're going to the AFC Championship, boys and girls. Right, next week, it's the big one. Us against the San Diego Chargers. This is going to be a tough one. This is why you play, though. I think we can have them. I think we beat them. We're better. Every aspect of the game, we are better. We're up 7-3. Down 7-10. Down 17-7. 14-17. 24-14. We get a stop. We got the stop. We're back. Oh, we came back. We're going to the Super Bowl. 28-24. Wow. We came back and won. Zach Wilson, amazing. Nick Chubb did not do anything, but we pulled out the win. We pulled it out. Nick Chubb had 6 receptions for 120 yards. Wow. Defensively, how did we do? Fred Warner with an INT. No sacks. But wow. Wow. You'll love to see it. Sim to the Super Bowl. We're up against the Carolina Panthers. We made it. We made it to a Super Bowl. I think this team gets it done. I do. I really think this team gets it done. Overall, hell of a rebuild. Compared to where we started at, hell of a refill. We have a 95 overall offense, and the defense is 88. This might be the best rebuild I did thus far. They have McCaffrey, they have Derek Brown, but let's do it. Head coach Omaha Kush taking us to the Super Bowl. Nick Chubb. We got this. We got this. Coming in as a wild card team and making the Super Bowl.
On EA Sports. Super Bowl 59.
Let's get after it. Down 7-0. Down 14-0. 14-3, 10-14. Tied 17-all. We get the stop on third. 24-17, 24-all. 27-24. Ooh, they are driving. 34-31. We did it. We did it. Let's go. 34-31. Broncos win. You love to see it.
You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be.
I did not play a single game of this, and I can't explain to you how happy I am right now. We couldn't get it done with the Bears, Bengals, or Bills, but we got it done with the Broncos.
That's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants.
Zach Wilson definitely got Super Bowl MVP. Wow. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Nick Chubb, crucial. Running the ball. Noah Fant just blew up. Freddie Gibson, the rookie, had a hell of a game defensively. Fred Warner led in tackles. Bradley Chubb with 2.5 sacks. And Keanu Neal with an interception. Well, y'all, we did it. Final look at the final roster. Zach Wilson. Glad we took the flyer on him year 2. And got rid of Drew Lock. Nick Chubb, glad we brought him in. Glad we brought David Montgomery in. Jerry Jeudy is a top 3 wide receiver in Madden. Cortland Sutton, top 5. I really think what pushed us over this year, we're going after the offensive linemen with Zach Martin and Lane Johnson. Noah Fant balled out. He's up to a 91. Our defense wasn't pretty all over, but we got it done through good drafting. We drafted him. We drafted him. Drafted him. Brought in Keanu Neal. Drafted our entire defensive line. Kept Bradley Chubb, kept Justin Simmons, drafted. He was on the team. Picked up Fred Warner in free agency. Drafted him. Amazing. Alright, y'all. That does it for me. Ending with a Super Bowl. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back sometime next week. I forget who's after the Broncos, but we'll be doing them. Have a good weekend, y'all.